Hey awesome people, in this video I want to talk about dealing with job rejection, how to cope and actually rebound from it. So if this is you just graduated from university or you're currently working but you just don't feel challenged enough in your current role. So you start job hunting, you work on your CV and you apply to jobs, and you know what, you land that interview. You just done that interview and you feel like you absolutely crushed it to the point where you actually start envisioning yourself working for that company. So maybe you go on LinkedIn and you stalk your future teammates, or you start researching about the commute and actually envisioning how you're going to be doing that. And you know what, a few days later you don't really hear back from that company, and then one morning you check your phone and you receive an email. You don't open the full email, but you can just see from the top line, "I am sorry to inform you." For all of you Mortal Kombat players out there, getting that email feels like you're playing against Scorpion and they've just used that fatality where they shoot that spear right into your heart and then just pull it out and rip it out. I know, getting that news is so devastating, but you know what, in this video I want to talk about having the right mindset can actually turn a rejection into a career development opportunity. If this is your first time watching, my name's Sab and I make actionable content every week about job searching tips, career advice, so consider subscribing if you want to be career savvy. You can also catch me on TikTok and Instagram. I'll leave all the links in the description down below. I've had a lot of people message me saying, "Hey Sav, I've just interviewed at my dream company and they've just rejected me and I feel so upset." I don't actually understand why people think rejection is actually a bad thing. If you're not getting rejected, then it's simple. You're clearly not sending enough job applications. You need to have that mindset of not thinking of rejection as a negative thing, because it's just part of the job seeking process. Okay, story time. So I graduated with a chemistry degree, but I knew that I didn't really want to use my degree and work in the labs. I really wanted to go into either sales or into recruitment. So when I graduated from university, I actually got rejected from 5 jobs before I actually landed my first job. And in my first interview, which was at Hayes, I was an interview mess. Crazy, because I remember from that interview, he just asked me simply, "Tell me about your degree." No, actually, I think he asked me, "How was your degree?" And I just remember that I was just blabbering on for like a good solid 2-3 minutes. I was super nervous. I didn't prepare for that question, so you can imagine I was just literally just regurgitating words. I even knew that when I was giving this answer that I was just waffling, and the interviewer at that time was, I felt like he was really bored or maybe just had that resting face, but I was just like, okay, I need to just stop talking now. He literally gave me feedback there and then. He stopped the interview, gave me feedback there and then and said, "I don't really have the right skills for me to be a recruiter because I need to improve on my communication skills." And yeah, he actually gave me some feedback to say like, "Look, work in a call center, improve your communication skills and then reapply to work in recruitment." Yeah, so that was my first interview, and I left the building and I was walking to Snow Hill Station and I just couldn't help thinking, wow, that was so brutal but so honest. So I'm on the train going back home listening to my iPod, and I started to embrace the emotions I was feeling. So I was feeling quite angry that I really messed it up for myself, and I was quite disappointed in myself that I had this one shot. And on the flip side, I was quite happy because I actually did something that I put myself out my comfort zone and I actually learned a lot from it. Even though it was stressful, it gave me an opportunity to understand that, okay, communication skills, this is something that I need to work on. Like, they invited me in for a reason, so that means that my CV wasn't bad at that time. So I just shifted my mindset and was like, that's it, I need to just get better at interviews. So yeah, my first tip about dealing with rejection is that you need to ask for feedback. The key thing to do after a rejection is to understand what happened and just think about it and try and learn from it. What I would recommend is maybe waiting 24 hours and then sending them a polite email just with words to the effect of, "While I'm disappointed not to be able to work at your company, it was great to meet you and learn more about the role and the work this company does. If there is another role that you would feel would be a better fit for my experience and skills, I would be interested in applying. If you have any specific feedback to why I wasn't the right fit, then please let me know, as it will help me improve for next time. I would be grateful if you could keep me in mind for future opportunities." If you can't get any feedback, then without any bias, you need to objectively look at how you performed. Asking for feedback will help you set yourself up for success. Okay, you just got rejected, and the absolute worst thing you can do is blow a fuse and lose your cool about it. You don't want to reply to the interviewer or the recruiter saying that they're going to regret this because of so and so, or sending them an abusive email saying that they've missed out on an amazing candidate. Honestly, this is not going to get you anywhere. Like, what is the point? All this is going to do is damage your relationship that you have with this current employer or recruiter. And honestly, showing them your true colours will just reconfirm why you're not a perfect fit for that position. And like, you don't want to burn bridges if you're working with a recruiter, because that recruiter may have 3-4 opportunities lined up that you could interview for, and yeah, they may not want to work with you after this incident. Yes, you do need to process your emotions, but you don't need to lose your cool, because this will just hurt your job search for the future. Take every interview as either a lesson or a blessing because you got that job. But if it's a lesson, reflect on it. Ask for feedback. Okay, my next tip is about sustaining a positive mental attitude. After that rejection, maybe you just need to hit pause and take a break. Take a step back. You can keep calm and focus on hobbies to get your mind off the stress that you just went through from reading that email. So yeah, pick up a book, listen to a podcast, listen to an album that you really enjoy. I've been listening to Logic recently, so yeah, check out his latest project. I'm absolutely loving it. Or like go to the gym, or I've actually been getting into skipping recently. I've actually been trying to, you do one of them ones. Let me just show you. Yeah, it really helps me when I just want to blow some steam. Take your frustration out in a hobby or sport that you like to do, rather than that company that just rejected you. You know what's funny? Sometimes the rejections wasn't your fault. Like, you can be rejected for multiple reasons. Like, maybe you met all the job requirements and you performed well in that interview, but ultimately the recruiter can only recruit one person, and a different candidate just happened to stand out a little bit more to the hiring managers. Honestly, there is no shame in that. There will always be someone better than you out there. That's just life. It's possible that out of a selection of good candidates, you was a second choice. That doesn't mean that you wasn't hireable or you failed miserably during that interview. If that person that they offered rejected that job offer, maybe they'd go to you as you're that second choice. And you know what? Luck plays a massive part in finding a job. Honestly, that's just the truth and the reality of it. If you don't believe in yourself, then that interviewer will have the same thoughts, be on that same wavelength, and be like, okay, why should I hire this person? If they don't believe in them, why should I believe in them? In general, more people are rejected from jobs than actually landing the job. Once you accept that, you'll focus on the next one. Okay, my next tip is don't put all your eggs in one basket. You need to have a plan B, C, D, E if plan A fails. Don't pin all your hopes on a specific job because you believe that job is a perfect fit for you. It'll be smart if you pursue multiple opportunities at one time. Rejection can sap your self-confidence and question your abilities. Like, you might start thinking about all the bad breaks that you've had. Left unchecked, you may go down a slippery slope of self-doubt and start second-guessing any decision you start making. So what I would recommend is creating a list of all the strengths and key contributions you've done in your previous workplace. Not only will this reaffirm your value as an employee, it will come handy in future interviews. Because you know what? You're awesome. Tell them that you're awesome. Show them that you're awesome. Remember, you bring your own unique value propositions to the table. Focusing on these can provide you with a momentum of energy that will literally propel you to that next opportunity. And you know what? You'll land your dream job. Trust me, just trust the process. And finally, positive mantras do help boost your self-confidence. For example, if you watch the England versus Italy Euros 2021 final, then you know that it went to penalties, and we've got Pickford who's in goal. And during one of his penalties, he actually said on camera, "No problem," and he's probably thinking to himself, "No problem, you got this, no problem." Literally positive self-mantra. And you know what that led to? Him actually saving that penalty. So like, tell yourself, this is just a minor step back, you're gonna bounce from this. By focusing on staying strong, reminding yourself all the great strengths and qualities that you have, reevaluating your approach by asking for feedback, and adopting positive mantras. These will all help you combat feelings associated with rejection. Good things are always worth waiting for, so with persistence and a positive outlook, you will get that email land in your inbox saying, "Congratulations, we want to offer you this opportunity," and you know what? It might be your dream opportunity. I'm curious to know if there's anything that I've missed about overcoming rejection, dealing with rejection, then let me know in the comments down below. I'll read all the comments. Show love to my TikTok and my Instagram. I'll leave them all in the description down below. I'm actually starting to do more lives more. So I really want to interact with you all. So come say hi. And if you found this video useful, then please let the YouTube algorithm know. All you have to do is drop a like. It really helps out the channel. Can't stress that enough. And of course, hit that subscribe button for weekly content from all things recruitment from a recruiter's perspective. Peace. See you on the next one.